All right. Welcome to Still Sober with John Raven. If you're a sober person, hope you're staying sober. If you're not a sober person, hope you're staying sane. That is as close as I get to an official sounding announcing voice and this podcast being professional ish. This is the first time you've ever listened to this. You're like, all right, good first impression. No, I just had a nap. My wife and the puppy, which is a Morkie puppy, by the way, 3 months old. 3 months? 3 months old. She is the cutest little ball of terror that you've ever seen. She is an adorable pain in the ass. My wife has the dog over at her friend's house, who also has a little fur ball, because tonight is the season premiere of Love Island. So they are excited for that. And I'm excited for them because I'm not watching it. I'm excited for it. Very, very happy that it is not happening here. I mean, there will probably be some episodes. And the thing about it is that I feel like I watch I watch the shows peripherally anyway, because she's listening to them on a speaker in the next room while I'm playing Skyrim on my 40th or 50th character that I'm not finishing the playthrough of, but just starting and getting about halfway through and going, I think I'll do a mage now. And then I just stop playing that character and then I start over again. And at some point, maybe I'll finish the game with them. I've probably done 40 characters and I've finished the game twice. But you play the way you want to play. It's how I play. Anyway, I've seen the game. I've seen all the shows. I do not find the shows entertaining. What I find entertaining are the YouTube shows that she follows of people talking shit about the shows. Way more entertaining. Because especially if they're not just going, like and subscribe. So then this happened. And I was like, wow. But they have to be like somebody who's like, and then it was like, bitch, you need to settle the fuck down with your shit. Like, they need to be like animated and have very strong opinions about morons doing a dating reality show on Peacock and or Netflix. That's very entertaining. But the bottom line is, I dropped them off at a friend's house. So it's quiet. The cats have a break. I have a break. And I immediately sat there and went, well, I need to go record my podcast. You know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to take a goddamn nap. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, you can take a nap with puppies because puppies will crash the fuck. I mean, they've got the cycle. And she crashes out, and then you're like, ooh, hey, now's the nap time. I can get a good 40 minutes in right now. But unfortunately, my naps are... I need to learn to nap better. I can't. I can't do the little 40-minute bursts. I just... I'm like, I want to time travel and forget who I am as a person for like 90 minutes, like a 90-minute crash out nap, and wake up and go, holy shit, what in the REM sleep is going on with my life? Who am I? I'm going to need some coffee. I know it's 9 o'clock in the evening, but I got to be up for 3 more hours, maybe 4. Let's brew a batch. So I think that's why I started off strong. And then I decided to spend 5 minutes explaining why none of that matters. So the first step with change is admitting that you have a problem. And that has to do, I mean, that's with recovery, with addiction, but it can also be with something that I am finally admitting that I have a problem, and I'm uh, working on it. And my problem is the level of shit talking that I do in the car when I drive. It's been getting out of hand. It's not necessarily road raging, but I'm getting very vocal. I mean, to a level that like, and I finally noticed it because I've been having more and more people in my vehicle because of either work related trips, having to take, um, drop somebody off to pick up a U-Haul because we rent vehicles, or do different things that we have to do, or take a coworker to a certain location. Um, the wife in the car several times, and it's when you have somebody in the car, you tend to tone it down. Well, I've been recently not toning it down and just full on aggressively commenting on the lack of driving education that is out there. There are a lot of bad drivers. It's bad. It's bad. It's very self-centered, aggressive. I mean, I talk about it. I always end up talking about something driving related on this podcast, and it's just because I can't. I have to learn. Like I know that I have to not be frustrated by them. I have to be defensive, to drive defensively to protect me and my family. And I have to, if I want to shit talk, I need to do it more in the let's mock them and belittle them for how awful they are, but not let it bother me so much that it affects my mood. And I think that that's when I was like, I think I have a problem because it's starting to frustrate me how awful and dumb people are. And you just watch it. You just watch them, and they aggressively cut in between traffic on the highway and trying to get in here, and I'm getting in there, and they're causing traffic. It's the whole. You see the pileup in the, coming, down the road, and yet you're accelerating to get to stop and go traffic, which causes more stop and go traffic instead of decelerating and slowing down and letting the brake lights subside in front of you so that you just ease into the traffic and keep at a slower pace, and you get there at the same time without having to wreck your brakes. And these people that are aggressively weaving in and out of traffic to save themselves 30 seconds to a minute, it's crazy. I don't remember which family member it was that that was always, you shouldn't speed so, you should have left the house earlier. I've heard myself say that. What the fuck's your problem? Should have left the house earlier. Is it that big of a deal? Maybe it's, and you know what? Maybe it's because I'm in charge now at work that I can't write myself up. I could write myself up, but I don't. Like that it's not that big of a deal for me. Then I'm like, oh no. If I'm late, I've got no accountability. Like it's all me. But I mean I still get to work on time. But that's the pressure. That's the thing. I'm also older. I don't stay up all hours of the night and stuff. But I don't know. I'm become, So I realize that I've become that kind of an old dick, to where I'm like, well, there's no reason to drive that fast. Should have left the house earlier. I'm that's that. But that's my thing. If I'm gonna be like that, I shouldn't let other people sour my mood. I'm not saying I'm going to stop judging them, but that's the point. I need to shift it to a more judgy, commenting on the retardation of the driving versus the just son of a bitch. I hope his wife is cheating on him. Like maybe not so vindictive and just like, and I had subconsciously already knew that I was already trying to work on it to calm myself down, because I started listening to less aggressive music in the car, like really docile shit. Like I've really leaned into classical when driving, or discovered the Sirius XM channel, the Yacht Rock channel. Really been leaning into that. I actually really enjoy the Yacht Rock channel. I don't know why. It's music that used to irritate me as a kid if they were on, when it would come on. But now it's like, oh shit, everybody, it's the Little River Band. Oh my God, is that Christopher Cross? Not Christopher Cross. Christopher Cross taking us home. Oh my God, is this Exile? I wanna kiss you all over. Like getting like, yeah, this is a banger right here. Fucking A, dude. Exile, that's my shit. So, but it's not like, this has been a lot easier to work on myself, because it's just kind of it's not like addiction. No, like there's no addiction to yelling at people. There's not like, oh, but I get off on yelling. So it's mainly just having a little bit of, just being self-conscious and realizing when I get in the car, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to be an asshole this time. We're going to just go and let people be people and watch our ass. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to drive and enjoy ourselves and just get to our location, get to our destination, and just not give a fuck. Let's just, life's too short, they say. It's not. It's really long. But you know what I mean. It's, come on. It's too much going on. And People are only nasty, and that's the other reason. Here's the real reason is, not only it's I kid about how like I've been going overboard. It's not that. What I realized is that people, for the most part, when you interact with them in the real world, are just trying to live their lives, and there are assholes, but for the most part, it's kind of, you know, not really. Like it's when you're face to face with people out in public and just kind of living your life, it's you're not running into that many assholes. There's not a whole lot of people, at work, at the grocery store, in your neighborhood. Just kind of you only you only really run into awful, awful people on the internet and when you're driving. And the reason is because people just let it loose. They do the same unfiltered horse shit sitting in their car that they do online, back and forth. And if I've already decided I'm not going to add to the noise online, why would I abstain from doing that but add with the noise in the car? If that makes sense. I find it a little, if I've already made that correlation in my head, whether it's true or not, that there's a strong correlation between being a dick on the internet, you're probably a dick in your car. If I've already made that correlation, it's kind of hypocritical for me to abstain from dickish internet behavior, but maintain dickish driving behavior. That's really what it came down to. I was like, I wanted to be consistent. I'm like, if I don't want to put out more hate in the world, more negative, like aggressive, just negative on social media, then why would I do it in my car? Why not be consistent? I'm still going to make fun of people because that amuses me. And it actually kind of it kind of deflects it, kind of diffuses it a little bit. It's like, oh, look at this guy. Now, he's driving a BMW. That explains it. Look at him drive like that. First time in a BMW. It's the first time in a BMW. It's all right. It's all right. He's figuring it out. No, not figuring it out. He's clearly inept. We're going to have to switch lanes. Going to have to switch lanes. Guy's terrible. Awful driver. F. D minus. How about this? I'll make it. I'll pass you, but C minus. Give me a 71. A 71 at driving. Needs improvement. So that's what I'm doing. That's about the only thing I wanted to just kind of ramble on about, was that working on the aggressive shit talking, trying to bring it back to casual observing, to the shit talking to a casual observational level versus aggressive. Make the L with your hand on the forehead. Somebody cuts in front of you. People hate that, by the way. You want to get a rise. You'll get more of a rise out of somebody doing the L on the forehead than you will giving the finger. Because nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to be called a loser. Really bums people out. Really gets them going. Like, I'm not a loser. You're a loser. They get real So maybe I'll still do that occasionally, but you got to save it. You got to make it special. You can't call everybody a loser who drives. Just the real special ones. That's the ones you got to hit. You don't cheapen it. You got to save it. StillSoberPod@gmail.com for any questions or comments that are positive to neutral. We'll see you next week. All right. Later.